All right, guys, I think I fixed the nonce issue. I wanted to show you in action. So if you remember, the nonce issue was when you send a transaction from a in-browser account, that transaction goes into Geth and should be registered as pending. However, Geth doesn't report it when you do a send transaction or a get transaction count. So since Geth's not reporting it, your nonce is you can't use that as a reliable way of getting the nonce. So what we have to do is use that in conjunction with some caching. And so I'm going to show you this in action here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click this send one ether button multiple times, hitting enter because I have some annoying alerts as well. And we'll notice that in the console logs, I'm going to bring this up higher. We'll notice that in the console logs, there's a number that's printed, and that's actually what Geth is reporting for transactions, even when you pass the pending parameter. And you'll notice that that number doesn't increase. So let's get this started. Here we go. Passphrase, transaction successful, do it again. All right, so it looks like we mined a block in between there. Maybe that's, we had 2 blocks. Let me see if I can find a better example. I'm just going to keep doing this. Okay, that's actually great. So notice we have, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 transactions where Geth reported that the number of transactions on that account was 18, when in fact after each one of these, a new transaction was placed on the account or into Geth, and that number should have increased. 18 should have increased. So if we look at this, you'll see that all of our transactions are right here, and they happened all between the same block that was being mined. So thankfully, the Web3 provider cached what we had cached previous nonces that it had seen, and so when it saw this 18 on every request but this first one, it ignored that and used our cached nonce, and that allowed us to get all of these transactions to go through. So if I was to do send one ether again, you'll notice my nonce is now 26. So that's exactly what it should be. So all of those went through. Refresh the balances. Transactions work as expected. So this should work. The only con is that if during all of these transactions some external service or program or maybe website using the same address also made a transaction, there's no way we could get around that. That is the that's really the best we can do. But that's a rare case, and so far this should be a good solution. So I will update the repository soon. Cheers.